At the Humane Society for Hamilton County, we have a couple programs for our seniors, senior animals and senior adopters, if you will. We have our PAWS program, which is partnering animals with seniors. So if a senior comes in and wants to adopt a senior animal as well, we have a discounted program for them so that the adoption fee is more affordable. We also try to help with some of the other medical benefits and things like that for the animals. We also have what's called our No One's Too Old for Love program, which is where we try to place cats, just like Casey here, into nursing home facilities or assisted living facilities to help try to increase morale and rehabilitation of the residents that are staying in those places. So this is Casey, and Casey is a tabby, and he is a male. He's been neutered. We always spay and neuter every animal before they leave our facility. He's had all of his vaccines. He's very sweet and tender and is just looking for some love. He was actually brought to our shelter because his previous family was moving and could not take Casey with them. So he's very, very sweet, as you can see, very loving, and is just looking to lay in someone's lap and brighten their day.
Oh. Well, here we are with another kitty eligible for senior adoption who's just going to hide.
Yeah.
This is Francois. Tell me a little bit about Francois with the elegant name.
Well, Francois came to our shelter as a stray, so we really don't know too much about him, but thankfully he's here and looks fairly healthy. He's 2 years old. You can see that he's got this beautiful gray coloring coat, actually, so that's why he got such a fancy name. Francois is just a snuggle bud. You kind of saw him snuggling in my arm there for just a second. He just wants to lay with you and just be, you know, a good sort of light in your life. He's very, very loving. He's 2 years old. He will be spayed or neutered before he leaves, but he's one of those cats that's going to be very low maintenance because his hair is very short, and that's something that makes it easier when owning a pet. This is Mr. Rogers. Very fitting for his little disposition. He was surrendered to us again, just kind of like Casey. His family was moving and they couldn't take Mr. Rogers with them. So he's a very loving cat. I will say he's been with us for about a month and he's getting a little frail. I'm petting him right now and I can just tell he's getting very thin. It's a very stressful environment here for the cats, so just like it is when you go to any new situation. So we'd really like to try to get him into a home or a more comfortable living environment. So he would be a really great cat to have, you know, in an assisted living facility, in a nursing home where they can get a lot of attention. He could get a lot of attention from the residents and be loved on and be able to graze on his food and feel just comfortable in a nice big environment instead of the small cage that he has here.
Oh.
Brutus is a 9-year-old chocolate lab chow Rottweiler mix. He has great coloring. He really doesn't even look his age, to be quite honest. He was surrendered to our shelter again because his family was moving. So unfortunately, they can't always take their pets wherever they go. But imagine it from Brutus's perspective when you've lived with a family and in a comfortable home for 9 years, and now you've been living at a shelter for 3 months. So he's a really great dog, walks well on a leash. He's extremely treat motivated. So he's been off and on with us since he was born. He was actually found sleeping on a couch next to a dumpster. So we brought him, that's a good boy, Taven. So we brought him to the shelter. He got adopted, and then the family that adopted him moved and couldn't take him with them. So then he was with them for a couple of years. Then he came back here, got adopted again, and then the family had financial issues. Had to bring him back. Was adopted again. People had to move. That ran into a situation and had to move into with family members, and she couldn't take the dog with her. So Jaden is now back with us. He is extremely wonderful. As you can see, he's totally low maintenance. All he wants to do is just lay down on a comfortable bed with a blanket, and he'll be curled up under there sleeping. Really good just to have around, to just have some, to just be petted, to just have a companion, to be loved, very gentle, and just extremely sweet.